Hi, good morning. So yesterday we hosted a talent talk on candidate engagement, which is one of the hottest topics in talent acquisition at the moment, with two big time experts, Hackett, employer brand and recruitment marketing specialist and co-founder of the Meet and Engage chat platform, and Daly, who's the employer brand and EVP manager for EDF Energy. And what I wanted to share with you this morning is just the three most important things that I learned from that session. So the first thing is that is a statistic, and a recently published statistic which has just come out of the Berson by Deloitte HR Technology 2018 report, and that is that organisations around the world are spending 3 times as much on talent acquisition as they are on talent management. Now, I think that's a pretty surprising statistic. 3 times as much on engaging and attracting the talent to the business as they are to managing the talent that's currently in their business. Now, it's surprising, but also if you look at what's happening, with the changing candidate journey in terms of becoming more self-educated and self-directed. So, us as individuals, all the information for us is out there to learn about an organisation in terms of becoming a potential future employer, for us to really kind of learn in detail about that organisation and compare it to others. We want to do that on our own, much like, so candidates in that sense are behaving very much like B2B B2B buyers. They'll look at, more than 16 bits of different content. They'll do it over 4 to 6 months, which is typically the same as an average B2B sales cycle. There's also increasing competition in the marketplace. More than 70% of the jobs that were advertised last year by the FTSE 100 companies were for just the same 21 roles. So you've got the majority of the businesses in the UK, for example, and it'll be the same around the world, chasing the same 21 people. So increasing competition. So it's getting harder to engage. So organisations are therefore spending more. Now, our opinion on that would be that really you want to try and free up as much money as possible to better manage the talent in the business. So how is it that you can effectively invest more in talent acquisition to reduce that spend or make it much more effective? And obviously, we would advocate looking at talent pipelining, software solutions, etc. So the second thing that I learned was about candidate engagement was really the what. So what is it that engages candidates? And really, with Ali and Neil sharing their employer brand and EVP experience, it was really, looking in detail at the story that organisations need to tell about their workplace and what it's like to work there, what they're like as an employer. Now, that story needs to be authentic, okay, but it also has to be aspirational. There's lots of stories where organisations tell something that's either wallpaper or is not true, and then employees get there, realise they have a different experience, and then they churn. So it's got to be authentic, but it's also got to be aspirational. So we would call that the brighter side of truth. And the work that Neil's been doing at EDF Energy is really important and really impressive. Looking at, they're beginning to look at different segmented EVPs for different types of candidate groups. So the third thing that I learned was the how. So candidates they're expecting what you would call a consumer grade experience. Whatever their experiences as consumers, whether it's a great experience from Apple or from Google or from Vodafone or whoever it might be, they're taking that and they're expecting other organisations to treat them the same way, either as consumers or as potential candidates. So really looking at what technology can you use to help deliver that. So, for example, Ali shared some of the great stuff they've been doing on the Meet and Engage chat platform that allows organisations to engage candidates in a one-to-one way on a very personal level and very much on that hashtag be human, but also allows organisations to bring the people that candidates really want to learn from. We have a lot of experience of this at Candidate ID in terms of bringing in the thought leaders in the business, bringing in the department heads, bringing in the directors of software engineering, the head of sales, what it might be, but get them to tell their stories and where they think the business is going, and that really drives candidate engagement. And Meet and Engage is a platform that really facilitates that. So I recommend that you do watch the entire talent talk. Click the link in this post, and you'll get a lot from it. Thanks very much.